What is going on YouTube? Welcome back to another episode of A Therapeutic Edge. Today on the table in front of us is the just exceptional Apurvis blades, Bestech built Primordial Mk2. This is a stellar knife, but this isn't my first Apurvis blades knife built by Bestech. Nope, that was this. This is the progeny, and this is such a good knife. Now, I've mentioned on this channel that I'm not a huge fan of small knives, and this is a little small for me. It is. But because of the way he and a little assistance from Elijah Isham designed this thing, there is a full handle there. Lots of reach and grip. This is a stellar small knife, and I carry this thing when I'm dressed up a little bit or wearing shorts. It's perfect for that. Shortly after this, he released a knife called the Primordial, and that was a very good knife from everything I saw, but it was small. It was similar in size to the progeny and too small for me. Shortly after that, he started talking about releasing the Primordial Mk2. This is an excellent, excellent knife. It is M390 steel. It is titanium with crushed carbon fiber overlays across the back of the scales here. It is well done. It's got a clip on it that is, well, not particularly deep carry, as you can see. There isn't a ton of knife sticking up, just the same. And what does stick up is beautiful. The clip is well thought out. It is thoughtfully designed. And because it sits on top of this carbon fiber, man, this thing slides in and out of pocket like nobody's business. This is a great knife. It really is. You can spidey flick it. You can use the excellent flipper tab. I love this drop point blade. It is just so beautiful. Now this is about 3 3/4 inches of blade length. You got a little less than that in cutting area because there's this really nice sharpening choil right here. The flipper isn't, well, I mean, it's, interestingly enough, it's not super obtrusive. As you can see, but it does stick out a little bit, but the way that it's shaped, it never fails. I have yet to be able to fail this knife. You can't shake it out. The detent is just about perfect. The bearings on this have not been taken apart and cleaned by yours truly, and I will. And I bet when that happens, this thing will be even smoother. It is so comfortable in hand. It really is. Again, if this is your thing, it is almost built to be stabby. It is comfortable. You get your finger up on top of this swedge. You can do fine work. For push cuts, it just locks in the hand. It really does. He clearly put a ton of thought and energy and effort into this, and then Bestech took it and just built a stellar, stellar knife. So let's see how big it is in comparison to other things. Well, this is the Ontario knife Rat Model 1, and as you can see, the Rat 1 is a longer knife, but they have the same blade length, and that's one of the things that the Primordial 2 here, Mark II, does so well. It manages to have a ton of blade on a relatively compact design. That makes all the difference in the world to me. Now, let's compare it against the Rat 2, just for giggles. As you can see, it is considerably bigger than the Rat 2. But then, so's the progeny, right? But you can see the sort of scale of things here. Oh, I'm having trouble keeping things straight. Both of these knives, the Primordial Mk2 and the progeny, are absolutely worth owning. And unfortunately, he tends to do small runs. Now, some of these are available out there on the secondary market. I think there are even some of these available on his website. I would love it if this would become a full and regular production run knife. In fact, both of these suit different purposes, but they do that so, so well that I would love it if these knives became available full-time. For now, if you have a chance and you have smaller hands and you want to get a great knife, I super recommend the progeny here. But if you've got full-size hands like mine, you like a compact knife with a ton of blade and a great cutting area that fits well in the hand, the Primordial Mk2, it just can't be beat. I love his logo. That's it, by the way, for billboarding on the blade, except for a little tiny M390 right there just above the bolster, the edge of the scale, excuse me. This is a great knife. I have enjoyed having this thing in my pocket. I have enjoyed using it. I enjoy looking at it. I enjoy holding it and playing with it. From a collector's perspective, from a user's perspective, this knife is just spectacular. So that has been the Apurvis blades built by Apurvis blades, excuse me, Primordial Mk2, built by Bestech Knives, and this is Bestech again, just doing such good work. If you get a chance to get one of these, I highly recommend it. If you get a chance to get your hands on one, play with it, see how much you like it. I love it. Thanks for watching today. If you have any questions, feel free to ask down in the comments below. Don't forget to like the video. If you haven't already, please subscribe, and I'll see you next time.